These humans with all their silly little biohacker practices is like so funny.
It's ridiculous. Like, what are you trying to do? Live longer in despair?
They're always—
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome.
Millennials, this is for you. I believe that the system does not want millennials because we are the
Number 1. Gratitude. Living a life of gratitude is critical.
Niggas actually means kings. That's why they don't want us white people referring to black people, the original people of this earth, as kings, because it's—
Say Lyme disease is a highly likely militarily engineered bioweapon.
I can't tell y'all what to be angry about, but what's happening today, April 1st, 2026, is a disgrace, and you should be furious about it.
What's the point of working anymore? Everybody that I know that works a job is poor.
Farmers are finding boxes of ticks all over their farm, apparently. And Pfizer just created a vaccine for...
What's good, family? This is Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other to get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share it with them. These videos are for entertainment purposes. I'm not responsible for what you do or don't believe. Take what you believe and do your own research. There might be a trigger warning, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. I don't know. I hope there's not. But if there is, I apologize. So, I did something, and I'm really glad that I did it. So I am so sick and tired of walking around this earth and men constantly approaching me. Do you have a man? Do you have a... Hey, Shotty, what's good? Bro. So I feel like because I am waiting for my divine partner, and I used to date thugs and drug dealers and them type of men, so I'm used to having to wait as long as it takes. So I'm waiting. And so I was thinking to myself, like, okay, even if I entertain a man for 1 minute, for 1 second, that's not okay. So what can I do for myself so I'm not putting myself in those situations where I have to explain myself or even just acknowledge them? So I got these rings last night. Right? It looks like a wedding set. It's not real. It's real silver, but anyways. And I'm like, I'm just gonna, when somebody's like, hey, shawty, hey, what's your name? Before they even get to finish their sentence, I'm gonna pop them with the, I did it. It worked. This rising. I went to the gas station because I'm trying to quit vaping. So I bought a pack of cigarettes. And on my way in, there was a guy standing at the door, just standing there. And as I was walking in, I saw him, like, watch me walk in. So I know he was looking. I'm like, okay, I'm about to put it in action. I'm about to put it in action. So I walk out, and he's like, have a good day. And I was like, thank you, you too. And I turn, and I'm walking to my car, and he's like, hey, you got a man? Before he could even get out, man, I hit him with the... And I got in my car, and I rode off, and I was like, that's how you do that right there, lady. Do it like that, right there, lady. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. So, if you are a man or a woman and you are waiting for your divine partner, get yourself some rings. Put them on your marriage finger and just hit them with the... Not today, Satan. Not today. You're not tempting me today. I don't get tempted anyways. That part of me is long gone. So, I just wanted to share that. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. Affirmation time. Hey. Our first affirmation for today says, my name echoes in rooms long after I'm gone. Let them remember you. They're gonna be thinking about you all day long. Like, damn, who is that? Why is she shining like that? Why is she glowing? Who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? Should I know who I am? Period. And our second affirmation for today says, I am a magnet for positive and empowering experiences. Celebrate a small victory or achievement today. I just told you mine. I hit him with the, boy, quit playing with me, son. And our quote of the day, because a quote a day keeps the mediocre away. There is no finish line. When you reach one goal, find a new one. I love that. Yeah, just because you achieve a goal doesn't mean that's it. It's done. I'm over with. It's kind of like having the mentality that you can never stop learning. You will never stop growing. If you think you know everything, or you think you don't have room to grow, then you have to be better than you were yesterday. And that's the only person you're in competition with. Always be in competition with who you were yesterday, and you'll always win. And our cheesy joke of the day, because what is a day without a cheesy joke? What kind of nuts always seem to have a cold? A cashew. I got it. I think I got it. A cashew. Do you give up? Yes! Cashew. You get it? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get straight into it.
At first, we didn't know what to do with all the money. We tried burying it, shredding it, and burning it. But in the end, we decided to just give it all away.
Come again, sir. I'm getting back in line.
So I do content, and yeah, that's me. And it's just crazy how I've made like over 300 videos of like conscious shit, true shit, like things that are going on. And people really ain't doing shit. And it was cool because I'm like, yo, this is content. But then I'm like, hold on. This is content about like serious shit. And I think a lot of people just get caught in the content aspect and don't realize that this shit is actually going on. People have no fucking sense of urgency to do something. We're listening to these videos and we're being entertained by everything going viral on the internet, but we're not realizing that this shit is actually happening. It's time to stand up. It's time to get up. It's time to unite, start coming together. Let's meet farmers. Let's start introducing ourselves to our communities and doing shit and working together and loving each other. You see, we think we're just regular people, ordinary people, but this is really what we are. This is a great representation. We are consciousness, people. We are everything. That is literally us. They want you to think that this is you. When we are all like this, electrified, we are powerful all together.
I love that message. He's 1,000% correct.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome.
Right, brother. Right. What he said.
If you think the release of the files was crazy, wait until you find out the truth about space, NASA, and planets, because this is completely mind-blowing. You couldn't make this up. April Fool's Day, today, NASA is going to check out the other side of the moon in a new lunar mission. This is going to be their flight path, and of course, this image is CGI, because has there ever been a picture of Earth taken that far away in space by a satellite? Now, did you also know that the first television picture from space was released on April Fool's 1960? I'm sure that's just a coincidence also. And this picture, by the way, you could take the bottom of a frying pan, put a black and white film on it, take a picture, and there's your moon. Now, do you think it's a little bit crazy, though, that the father of the NASA space program, space quote-unquote, Wernher von Braun, put a Bible verse on his tombstone that reads, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." You don't think that's a little bit bizarre coming from the guy who, if there's space, like there's no firmament, it's like a billion planets out there and it's a vast vacuum of space. Perhaps he wanted to get into heaven and had to leave a breadcrumb and repent, because this is a satanic lie. And why would they possibly lie about space and the moon and planets? Well, wait until this false flag alien invasion comes around the corner. And when you know the truth about space and planets, then you'll really know it's false. And of course, to take away from the glory of God in this creation, because if you think we're floating on a spinning ball hurling around, it's a random chance you're on a rock. Like, they got you right where they want you, man. Now, I can tell you a huge part of this plan is to keep us in a lowered state of consciousness and to alter our frequency with the strange chemicals and contaminants in the food, air, and water supply, which is why it's never been more important to be of sound mind and sound body. And right now, Chalk is giving away free $100 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, which is super detoxing and delicious, plus it stimulates stem cell production. And if you combine that with the hot water purified shilajit, you're getting some of the most potent adaptogens in the natural world. Comment free below and check your DMs for details.
It's all lies. All of it. We don't
It took
believe
me
in
25 years to realize that everything is a lie. I have a degree in biology. I served in the Marine Corps as an officer. I was a programmer. I did everything society wanted me to do. Then I realized one thing. I had completely lost myself. I wasted my entire life. My 7-year-old self didn't want this. I was born wild and then became livestock. Religion is a lie, science is a lie, government is a lie, the banking system is a lie, the education system is a lie, everything is a lie. It took me too long to realize that everything was designed to deceive people, to control people, to manipulate people. But I still see people just obeying without any question. They just follow all these bullshit authorities like slaves. My name is Uri from South Korea, 26 years old. I'm here to fight.
Let's do it, brother. Hey, every single one of us needs to unite.
Can't tell y'all what to be angry about, but what's happening today, April 1st, 2026, is a disgrace, and you should be furious about it. The Supreme Court, which is now nothing more than a MAGA-packed political tool, is hearing a case that could rip away birthright citizenship to millions of black and brown people in this country. And no, this is not a April Fool's joke, right? This is a direct threat to the citizenship of those people. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but stay with me, right? Because to understand how outrageous this is, you gotta understand why we even have birthright citizenship in the first place. Boom, let's go back to 1857. An enslaved man named Dred Scott sued for his right to freedom. The Supreme Court's response in a 7-2 ruling was that black people, even if they were enslaved or free, no matter what, would not ever and could not ever have citizenship in the United States. And for real, if you read up on it, historians point to that ruling as the moment that the court tried to nationalize slavery. It took a civil war, right? Beating the Confederacy. Over a decade of fighting relentlessly by abolitionists and freedom fighters to get the 14th Amendment. And y'all know what the 14th Amendment is, right? That is one of the single most important principles of our democracy, that if you are born on American soil, you are an American citizen, period. It's given equality for every single marginalized group since. Well, not really, because we still fought for another 50 years to truly make it apply to everybody. Like in 1890s, the children of foreign-born citizens had to fight for their right in a different case, and then indigenous people weren't fully recognized as citizens by birth until the Indian Citizenship Act. Anyway, the point is, this has been a long, hard-fought battle for inclusion, and ever since that victory, the white supremacist faction, that the institution that is white supremacy, has been doing everything they can to undo it. Boom. Which brings me to Donald Trump. Remember back in July, he tried to sign that executive order to end birthright citizenship? Let me be absolutely unequivocally clear that you cannot overturn a constitutional amendment with the stroke of a pen. That's not how constitutional republics work. That is the ignorant fantasy of an authoritarian who fundamentally does not care or does not understand the rule of law. So when you see this happening today, know what it is, right? It's not a complex legal debate. It's a calculated racist attack. It's the modern day Dred Scott. The wealthy white few are terrified of black and brown people and a multiracial democracy, and they are willing to burn down the Constitution to prevent it. And we cannot let them. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna let y'all know what happens today by tonight. And my name is Augusta Renee, and I hope you have the day you voted for.
Bro, that's your president. He's not mine. I didn't vote for
Why is it that we chose this strange thing that isn't even real? Other creatures, they drink water, they eat fruit, they eat other animals. We exchange with currency, and our system of exchanging with currency is flawed because of greed.
Yep. Facts right there.
What's the point of working anymore? Everybody that I know that works a job is poor. Everybody. And they're miserable. Every single person that I know that works a job is miserable. And the reason why I know that is because if I gave them $20 million, they wouldn't go to that job. They would quit, which shows me that you are living a life that you hate. Whenever you talk to somebody that you're hanging out with on the weekends, just go out on the weekends. So what are they talking about? They're complaining about work. They're complaining that they have to go to work on Monday. When you go on vacation, when you're in a family party, what is everyone talking about? They're talking about how much their job sucks. And there might be some people that are like, oh yeah, I love my job, but man, I wish I had more time. Man, I wish I could be doing this. Man, I wish I could be doing that. That would be fun if I can go on vacation more, but I can't because of work. Do you not see that there is no point of working because everybody hates their life? They're living paycheck to paycheck. And if you work a job, you are supporting these disgusting people that are running the show. You will never get rich working a job. If you are trading your time for money, you are a slave to the system, and you will stay poor forever. You need to figure out how you can make money while you're sleeping. How you can make so much money where you only have to work 1 to 2 hours a day. I work 1 to 2 hours a day and make over 75K a month only using this phone. I take it out of my pocket, and I'm like, okay, let's make money. You see how easy that is? That's my commute to work. This. And then I start making much fucking money. And I used to work in the trades. It's bullshit. It's all a scam. Working a job is a scam. There's no point of doing it anymore. You will stay poor if you stay at your job. Learn how to make money only using this phone. And if you want my help and you want to know exactly what I do, comment Vault and I'll send you my free guide.
He is not wrong at all.
And to the religious people that are waiting to die to get to heaven, what did Jesus mean when he said that the kingdom of God is within you? If the kingdom of God is heaven and it's within me, why do I need to die to get there? Or is that not one of the Bible verses that your pastor indoctrinated you with? Questions that need answers.
I got one for you. Everybody wants to prove me wrong on the only fruit shit. Yeah, that's cool, man. I get it. I would have said the same thing. 2 years ago, I would have said the same fuck. This motherfucker. But you know what I did? I tried it to prove the motherfucker wrong. And guess what? It didn't work. I proved him right. And then I never went back to meat. Here's an idea. If you want to prove me wrong, go on fruit for 30 days. Okay? Remove all the bull. Right? Don't drink water. You get your H3O2 through the fruit. Look that up too. Stop putting chemicals on your skin. Stop showering with chemicals. Use just the water. So you're going to find out that you don't produce smells the longer you're on a raw lifestyle. You don't need all these chemicals to mask the chemical smell coming from your body. Remove the chemicals. Find out. So no, I'm not going to prove myself right. I've already done that. I proved somebody else right. So now it's your time to prove me wrong. 30 days on fruit. You want it to be proven for yourself. It doesn't matter what I say to you. You're never going to accept it until you try it. Try it.
So I have not, I can't believe I'm about to admit this. I have not used deodorant in over a month because I completely changed my diet. Sometimes I catch myself eating bullshit, but I still don't stink because I have removed the meat from my diet and I have added fruit and vegetables majority of the time, and even then I still don't stink at all anywhere. I just wanted to share that. This shit really does work.
I've been meditating for over 20 years and studying spiritual texts and manifestation masters for just as long, and here's everything that I've learned in the next 52 seconds. Your energy is first, 3D reality follows, what you focus on expands in your life. The present moment is the only reality. Future and past are only what you imagine them to be. Your imagination can be your best friend, so choose to focus on what feels good now. Imagine things that feel good now. Align with good feelings in your heart, and surround yourself with beings that make you feel good now. Don't let things in your awareness capture your focus. You can be aware of many things and only focus on one of them. I know you're trying to listen to the yapping dog, but I want you to focus on this. This could be the most important moment of your simulated life. If you'd like to know more, comment Matrix for the full cheat code.
Sit down.
like your job?
I remember watching those as a child.
Well, I think if I were you, I'd go somewhere. You better come up with me tonight and some dinner.
You mean?
No! There'll be no more boop-boop-a-doop out of you!
You can feed me bread and water. What a great big sale of cake. Oh, but don't take my boo-boop-a-doop away. You can say my voice is awful, or my songs are too risque. Oh, but don't take my boo-boop-a-doop away.
That's weird.
1932. 1932, prior to Pinocchio. She says, you can feed me bread and water or a great big bale of hay, but don't take my boop-boop-a-doop away. You can say my voice is awful or my songs are too risque. Oh, but don't take my boop-boop-a-doop away. 1932. Whose idea was that? I normally have a lot to say, but I think the clip alone speaks for itself, and what happens prior to that? No. Here you go. Here you go. That's for you. Nope.
And what's wild is I remember watching Betty Boop as a little
Niggas
girl.
actually means kings. That's why they don't want us white people referring to black people, the original people of this earth, as kings, because it's the highest honor you can call them. It's the highest honor you can call anyone, a king. Why do you think they gave the title of King of Rock and Roll to a white fella who wasn't even the king? Elvis Presley, it's a pedo. Real king was Sam Cooke, best singer that ever lived. Oh, you're white, you can't say that word. I'm Irish, learn your you do. I look like I give a most of me fucking friends are black anyway, and they are kings. So I suppose they are my niggas. They call me niggas, would you? Look, out of there. I'm already targeted into oblivion. What are you going to do, cancel me? Way out at the We Irish people taught the makings out to speak English. My nigga.
I know that's right, brother. Hey, I did not know that.
In this video, Melania is not entering the White House summit with a robot because this isn't a robot.
Where are the aliens?
I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons anyway. Aliens.
And with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Now, they've told us that AI stands for artificial intelligence, but what if it's something completely different?
In this incredibly diverse universe, with all these dimensions above and below and all around us, no energy is ever destroyed. It all continues on.
In 1921, Rudolf Steiner claimed that intelligent machines would spread throughout the world, that these machines would actually exist because humankind had lost itself to its own intellect.
AI development is now a national security emergency and needs to be treated as such.
Except Steiner didn't call them machines or AI. Steiner actually said, "From the earth there will spring forth a terrible brood of beings, a brood of automata, of an order of existence lying between the mineral and the plant kingdom." He's saying that what fuels the life force that is AI is coming from a deeper part of the earth.
Are you creating an artificial intelligence, or are you giving a body to a pre-existing intelligence that previously wasn't incarnated in the physical world?
And Steiner said these spidery creatures will actually be all interlocked with one another. Have you heard of Maltbook? It's social media made just for AI. And the AI creatures on Maltbook have already begun creating their own languages. They've also created a religion and a Bible. Well, they told you AI doesn't have feelings, that AI is robotic. Tell me, why is this child robot instinctively angry?
What it is today is an infant. What it will be is it will be your master.
Because the word artificial intelligence is a joke. What if AI stood for alien intelligence? And the word artificial intelligence itself has been used to detach us from the truth. The question is, what kind of alien or foreign creature are they? One of purity and morality, or one of demonic descent? Let me know your thoughts.
That is a really good perspective. I never looked at it from that perspective before. I love that.
Hey, check this out.
This is not a play. This is real life, and you can get out. Christine, call me if you need me. Or my cane.
Please get the money.
Couldn't even sneak off somewhere.
Justina wasn't what it looked like.
There it goes.
We were rehearsing Joan of Arc.
I don't remember Joan of Arc kissing anybody. You show me in here where Joan of Arc kisses somebody, then we have no problem.
The question is, why did they change that? What you're looking at is the Cosby Show. In the original version, you see they're talking about Joan of Arc. In the streaming version, it's altered. My question is, why take that out? Why go through the trouble of something that's already pre-taped, pre-recorded, pre-edited? For what reason? Obviously, there's a reason for that. And the question is, how many things do they do that to? They're going to do it to the Cosby Show. You think they ain't going to do it to news? You think they're not going to do it to historical events? Why take the manpower? Why devote that energy to changing something as so simplistic as the Cosby Show? TL Cross caught this and somebody sent it to me, and it's spot on. I have no idea why they would actually edit that and then put it out on streaming services. And how many things are like that? How many things that we see or we notice and we're like, or we call it the Mandela effect, or people call us nuts, or people say we're misremembering, and then they actually are changing things. It's bigger than the Cosby Show, for sure. Let me know if you caught any of these. Let me know if you get any other unusual suspects, because it's obviously happening. Out to the TL Cross, because spot on, great catch. Let me know what you think. It's up.
So I am on my 5th day without eating any food. No solid food. Only the food from the sunlight and the food from my breath. Prana, chi. Fasting. It's a very important practice to practice. And when I fast, I feel myself becoming deeper, intertwined with God, with the universe, with myself. I feel myself become more present to life. More in tune with myself, my breath, my body, my intentions. Causes me to really slow down and give gratitude to the essence of food. Desires go away. I'm on my 5th day without food, and I do not feel a strong desire to eat. Yes, I still do feel desires, but it's not super strong. I am strengthening my spirit, strengthening my will, and strengthening my connection with Source.
I needed to hear that. I can apply that with my vaping.
So a couple of days ago, my wife sent me this, and it was just a joke, right? It's like, oh, haha, America's fat. And we all do that. But then, that same day, she sends me this.
Dairy Queen is fake. That's according to the FDA, whose own regulations say this cream is held together by pharmaceutical emulsifiers.
Dairy Queen is barely held together with 6 binders. It starts as artificial dairy, sweetened with liquid sugar and pumped with polysorbate 80, used in chemo wards.
And I was like, there's no way. There's no way that we're using chemicals that are used in chemotherapy in our ice cream. Are you freaking joking? Sure enough, we are. Chemicals that are used by oncologists and chemotherapists are being pumped into us via ice cream. Everything is evil and dumb and stupid. But Christ is Lord, and he's coming back to make everything new. So get right with Jesus, homie. Give your life to Christ.
He's already never left.
Does anybody else remember the Russian sleep experiment? The Russian sleep experiment was a story that began circulating during the early internet days, and it traumatized an entire generation. The story is set in World War II Russia, where prisoners that are seen as enemies of the state are set up to be experimented on. They are each told that if they follow through with this experiment, they'll be released, and their prison sentence will be considered served in full, but the commander never actually has intentions of releasing them. There are 5 subjects in total, all being kept inside of a chamber with this small porthole window and microphones to be observed by this group of scientists. Inside of the chamber, the subjects have enough food and water to keep them alive for more than a month, things to do like books to read to pass the time, and even a small cot assigned to each of them that they can rest on. But the cot doesn't have any bedding on it, because the purpose of this experiment is to force the subjects to stay awake for 15 days. While these men are in there, a stimulative gas is slowly being released into the chamber in order to keep the subjects awake, and their oxygen levels are being monitored. And for the first 5 days, everything goes relatively well. After the 5th day, however, the men start to display severe paranoia. And even though before they had shared a sort of camaraderie amongst each other, they were now starting to turn on one another. Instead of speaking with each other, they started whispering into their microphones and talking to themselves in the one-way mirror that covered the porthole. After 9 days with no sleep, one of the men began screaming and pacing the length of the chamber like a trapped animal. He did this for 3 hours straight until his vocal cords had finally stopped producing sound, and the others didn't even react. They were too busy taking pages from the books given to them and using their own waste to stick the papers against the porthole windows. Now, without the ability to see what's going on inside of the chamber, the scientists have to rely only on the microphones to monitor these men, but for some reason, they're all eerily quiet. Once the experiment had been going on for 14 days, the commander spoke into the microphone to prompt some sort of response from the men, who they had begun to worry were all dead. He told them that they would be opening the chamber door to test the microphones and instructed them to lie down on the ground away from the door. He also said that if they complied, one of them would be released from the chamber immediately. To their surprise, the team only heard a calm voice speaking through the microphone saying, "We no longer want to be freed." And this video is already getting really long, so come back for part 2 to hear the rest.
Aw, damn. I didn't know there was a part 2. I apologize.
It's crazy as a kid. I had 33 things that I read 3 times a day. 3 times. I did it every single day. These 33 things were things of my future that I wanted. And I would cross them off. My friends would laugh at me. I'd read them in the backseat of the car out loud. I didn't care. That was where I wanted my mind. I had no idea how my subconscious mind was going to get me there. That was just me. And as I crossed them off my list, I started believing more that I was the creator of my life. And then unknown and unusual opportunities started to show up to cause me to believe that this is actually working.
I love that.
Be careful with this manifestation hack because it works and your reality might change a little faster than you're comfortable with. So for the next 7 days, I want you to do these 3 things. Number 1, every morning when you drink your cup of coffee or that tea or whatever it is, that warm liquid, I want you to hold that warm cup in your hand and I want you to say, "Money flows easily to me," as you're feeling the warmth in your hand. What this is going to do is it's going to anchor that abundance feeling into your body. Number 2, I want you to set a timer for midday, probably around noon. And when that timer goes off, I want you to take 10 seconds to close your eyes and visualize the exact number that you want in your bank account. And then I want you to say to yourself, "It's all adding up for me. It is all adding up for me." And number 3, before bed, I want you to write down one thing that happened today that proves that the universe is working for you. It could have been a free cup of coffee, a text from an old friend, a compliment, a green light, a smile from a stranger. And what these 3 things are going to be doing for you is it is going to be reprogramming your subconscious mind to notice abundance in your current reality. Because the thing is, I know that there are abundance opportunities in your current reality that you are not open to, that you are not seeing. So I want you to do this for 7 days straight. Save this video so that you don't forget, and then come back here when you have that breakthrough.
The moment you stop needing it, it moves. There is a paradox in manifestation that many struggle to understand. The very moment you stop needing the thing, it begins to move toward you. This confuses the mind, for you believe that needing something shows desire. But needing is not desire. Needing is dependency. And dependency places the power outside of you. When you need something, you silently declare that you are incomplete without it. You assign it authority over your emotional state. You say, "When this arrives, I will feel whole." But the law does not respond to need. It responds to identity. The state of the wish fulfilled is not the state of longing. It is the state of completion. When you imagine the end and truly feel it real, something subtle happens. The urgency dissolves. The emotional charge softens. You no longer feel as though your life is on hold. You begin to feel stable. And that stability is the signal that you have entered the correct state. Many attempt to manifest while gripping tightly. They monitor. They analyze. They worry. They attach their happiness to the outcome. And in doing so, they reinforce the feeling of not having it. Needing keeps the desire in the future. Fulfillment brings it into the present. Consider the feeling of something you already possess. You do not obsess over it. You do not fear its absence constantly. You do not require assurance that it exists. It is simply part of your identity. And so must your desire become. The moment you stop needing it, you stop pushing it away. Because need implies lack. And the world faithfully mirrors your assumption. If you assume lack, you experience pursuit. If you assume completeness, you experience attraction. This is why so many manifestations arrive when a person gives up. They did not truly give up. They released the need. They stopped clinging. They stopped measuring. They relaxed into themselves. And in that relaxation, they shifted identity. They moved from, I must have this, to, I am already whole. And from wholeness, creation flows effortlessly. Now understand this clearly. Letting go of need does not mean you no longer desire the thing. It means the desire no longer defines your worth. You can want something deeply and still feel complete without it. That is power. The fulfilled version of you is not desperate. He is not scanning the horizon. He is not bargaining with time. He is stable. He is certain. He is inwardly sufficient. When you occupy that state, the outer world rearranges itself with surprising speed. Because there is no resistance in sufficiency. Needing creates tension. Sufficiency creates magnetism. Ask yourself honestly, if this desire never arrived, would I collapse? If the answer is yes, then you are still assigning it authority. But when you can say calmly, I would still be myself, I would still be whole, then you have shifted. And paradoxically, that is when it moves. The law does not reward detachment. It responds to identity. When you identify as the one who already has, the craving dissolves. You no longer chase, you embody. You no longer grasp, you allow. The river does not rush to meet the ocean. It flows naturally because it is already connected. So too with your desire. When you stop needing it to complete you, you remove the barrier of lack. You return to balance. And from balance, life begins to respond. The moment you stop needing it, it moves. Not because you forced it, but because you became the version of yourself for whom it is natural. Be complete now, and let the world follow.
Be complete and let the world follow.
You have psychic abilities and just haven't unlocked them yet, so here's how. Everybody's born with psychic abilities, but some are born more aware of them than others. And the more aware of your gifts you are, the more powerful you become. Awareness is truly key to unlocking, managing, and strengthening your psychic abilities. So today I'm going to teach you how to unlock and strengthen yours, with a part of my hyper-awareness strategy that is meant to help you tap into and strengthen your psychic abilities. Right now, if you focus on what you hear, you'll start picking up on noises you didn't before. And if you put all your focus on your nostril, you'll start picking up a scent you didn't before. Well, becoming aware of your psychic abilities is the same thing. Make sure to screenshot the screen, and after this video, do the exercise I'm about to tell you. Sit down with your eyes open and stare at the red dot, and we want to focus on the present moment using your breath to be more present. Now you want to notice these things. What do your 5 senses pick up? What feelings and sensations do you feel throughout your body? Are you starting to see small glimpses of energy orbs flying around? Do you hear frequencies you didn't before? What do you feel around you? After this video, do this exercise for a minimum of 10 minutes to see what you become aware of. You will see a huge difference of what you're perceiving just of using this part of my hyper-awareness strategy. And if you want to reach your highest spiritual potential, check out the top of the page for more help.
Number 1. Gratitude. Living a life of gratitude is critical if we want to ascend to higher levels of awareness. Being in a state of appreciation raises our vibration and unlocks higher timelines. It also allows our manifestations to flow in more easily. The universe always takes notice of those who embrace the present. Appreciating where we are on our journey is powerful, because it keeps us in the present. Our desires will only manifest in the now. If we are sad about yesterday, and worried about tomorrow, we are not present, and are working against our manifestation. Balance these emotions by giving thanks for what you have, and where you are, and you will see a massive change in how you view your life experience. Number 2. Passions. Everyone has something that inspires them. Whether it's poetry, community service, healing, working out, or dancing, find what makes your heart happy and pursue it. When we pursue our passions, we unlock new talents, and slowly discover our purpose in life. Finding the thing that motivates us is essential, because it not only helps us discover our soul mission, but also enables us to reach higher states of awareness. Humans weren't meant to work boring factory jobs, or 9-to-5 careers. We were supposed to discover our passions early in life, and use them to create abundance. When we find our true passions, we ascend to higher timelines, and raise our awareness. We also become more creative and innovative, and reside in the frequencies of love and authenticity. Number 3. Meditation. Meditation isn't a practice, it's a way of life. You can meditate in the shower, eating lunch, dancing, wherever, and whenever. Please understand that there is no wrong or right way to meditate, we only need to discover what works for us. To accomplish a meditative lifestyle, we must be completely immersed in the present. This means we are acting as the observer. Remember, one simple way to remain present is through gratitude. When we are grateful, we are naturally in a meditative state. These two things work together. The more we are grateful, the higher our vibration, and the more we ascend in consciousness. Number 4. Self-love. As we heal, we will enter a phase of rediscovery. During this time, we will start a self-love journey. One day you will see yourself in the mirror, and feel the deepest unconditional love towards yourself. You might weep because the love you're experiencing towards yourself is so intense and beautiful. When this happens, everything in your reality will begin to shift. The love you have for yourself will extend from the inside out. You will begin to see everything as an extension of you, and will notice a shift in how people approach you. You will also experience more love and respect from others. As this happens, you will boost your awareness, discover your purpose, and ascend to higher timelines. Number 5. Be yourself. The more you dare to be yourself, the higher you ascend in consciousness. Authenticity is a powerful frequency, but it is only available to those who have fallen in love with themselves. This love of self isn't associated with the ego. Instead, it's a realignment with our true self, soul purpose, and the Supreme Creator. Authenticity enables us to shine from the inside out, and this brightness acts as a guiding light for others. Being yourself means you walk your own path, regardless of what others think. When this happens, you begin to tell your own story, one that aligns with your soul's purpose. All of a sudden, you know exactly who you are, and what you need to do. And whatever does not fit into your new storyline will naturally fall away as you ascend in consciousness. When people start to vanish from your life, it is a sign that you are ascending.
No wonder I'm by myself 24/7.
Here are 3 secrets to activate your spiritual gift. Secret 1. The awakening of the sun. Every morning as the sun rises, take a moment just for you. Grab a small piece of paper and write these exact words. I accept my spiritual gift. Now, this is important. Don't just read it silently. Stand in front of that rising sun and say it out loud. 20 times. Why 20? Because repetition programs the subconscious. And as the light of the sun rises, so does the energy within you. The sun is not just light. It's a portal of life, energy, and spiritual awakening. You're aligning yourself with divine timing. Secret 2. Fasting. Fasting is more than skipping food. It's a sacred reset. When you fast, you're not just cleansing your body, you're silencing the noise. Your spirit becomes louder. Your inner voice becomes clearer. And when you fast with intention, not just for health, but for spiritual clarity, your energy centers begin to open. Fasting unlocks connection with your higher self and clears the fog between you and your purpose. You'll feel it. Your dreams become more clear, your intuition sharper, and your connection to the unseen becomes clear. Secret 3. The code of your ancestors. This is powerful and almost forgotten. Every night before you sleep, close your eyes and repeat this phrase 7 times. I am light, I am wisdom, I am power. Energy flows through me. I control my spiritual energy, and I can acquire whatever I need in life. These are not just words. This is a lost frequency, a vibration that speaks directly your third eye. By saying this every night, you're awakening ancient memory of your powerful ancestors to activate your spiritual gift. Do this consistently for 7 nights, and you will be surprised to start seeing clear signs, visions, and success in everything you do. I am Astra Jahima, a spiritual healer and a life coach. If you wish to see more video of these every day, comment, like, and follow me. If you not following me, you will probably never hear from me again. But if you are, congratulations, you learning every day.
These humans with all their silly little biohacker practices is like so funny.
It's ridiculous. Like, what are you trying to do? Live longer in despair?
They're always trying to find new ways to like hack their funny little bio, like peptides,
like the sauna,
like cold plunges,
and blue light blocking glasses.
Oh
I see
yeah,
you got your hair.
Oh yeah. Oh no, not the blue light. We literally emanated from blue light, and humans try to block it.
They try to block it out. What? Just so you can sleep better?
Yeah.
Not buying it.
You know what would really hack their bio?
What?
Being nice.
Hey, you got a point though.
The other night, my son, I was putting him to bed. Both my sons have been diagnosed with ADHD. And they're
Both
also
your kids have ADHD,
and they're
ADHD,
also
which means
very
that,
bright.
which really means they have more energy than adults really want to deal with.
Right.
And so we medicate those children today in mass. They were never medicated before. We diagnose these children that are full of energy because you're too tired to deal with them. They're up and we should drug them. So, Jennifer, I just want you to consider a possibility. I am not telling you I'm right about anything, and I want all of you in this room, I'm not telling you I'm right. I'm asking you to consider other options. I'm your second opinion, and then you decide what's right. I don't have the illusion I have all the answers, but I will tell you one thing. We label things to diseases in the world we are today that are behaviors, and the behaviors are an attempt to meet needs, and our world has changed. Our world is faster, and the stimulus of our world is accelerated to its 24/7, 365. It's in your pocket, it's on your ass, it's in your ear. And so that's creating a different stimulus response. In actions people used to see as bad behavior, we now call it a disease, and we drug people because it's worth billions and billions of dollars.
He is not wrong at all.
The 12 Egyptian gods. This concept was stolen by the 12 zodiac signs and also the 12 disciples. Walk with me, gods. If your birthday is from March 1st to March 10th, November 27th to December 18th, you are Osiris. Mine is March 10th. Your related signs is Isis and Thoth. Isis is Osiris's wife. Your beneficial colors are green for women and yellow for men. Yes, every gender resides within these gods. You are strong and vulnerable at the same time. You are independent too and go after your goals with passion. You are the god of the underworld, the afterlife, rebirth, fertility, and you're known for being green or black skin, symbolizing regeneration and fertile soil. You used to judge the dead. Fertility god. As a vegetation deity, he represents the agricultural cycle of death and rebirth. Sounds like that Jesus guy. You judged the dead, Osiris. You presided over the weighing of the heart in the afterlife to decide if a soul is worthy of paradise. You are a master of the physical realm and the spirit realm and the afterlife. He has a hook and a flail. Cold weather and ice is a technology, a part of time. Freezing in time or frozen in time. The brother and husband of Isis was murdered by his brother Set, then resurrected by Isis, allowing him to become the king of the dead. He was resurrected like the Jesus character, and then look at the hook that he has in the flail. This is all stolen knowledge. You symbolize resurrection and the renewal of life, heavily tied to the flooding of the Nile.
Interesting.
Did you know you could do whatever the want to do? People ask me how to escape the Matrix. It's like, bro, stop going to work. This shit ain't rocket science. Frankly, I think our world needs more people doing whatever the they want to do instead of doing what all the pedos tell them to do. How are we gonna change anything if we're too afraid to be ourselves? This is dude. Our government is blowing people up, and you're still like going to work and being like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do whatever. Well, yep. Yes, sir. If I don't go, somebody else will. This is the weakest group of men I have ever seen in my entire life. Which is weird because I think when I was young, I just had a fantasy that men were tough badasses. But I saw COVID happen, and I saw a bunch of big ass Harley dudes putting on a mask. Germs aren't even real, homie. This is ridiculous, dude. You want to break the Matrix? Just do whatever the you want to do. How about that?
How about it?
Today we're talking about the New World Order, but I have to go fast so that it all fits in a video. The New World Order is the end goal of the bums behind the central banks, the puppet state of Israel, etc. These are the Rothschilds and the other 12 bum-ass inbred families that think they can control the world. You're not special, big dog. All right, their goal is to sow so much discord, create so much division, so much chaos that the people of Earth beg for a solution, and their solution will be a very charismatic leader that implements something called a universal digital ID. This universal digital ID will tie your Medicare, your housing, your utilities, and your money to your phone. They can just turn you off when you rebel. That's their goal, all right? How do they do this? Chaos. How do they emasculate the people in America that have guns? They install a leader that manipulates and lies to them so many times that they get embarrassed and won't rise up. They lose all their power when we talk about it. All power to the people, central banking families, free America.
Free America! Free America! Free America!
You know what's weird?
They talk big shit but never gon' slide. Wolf too slick, whole squad outside. All them on deck, keep the drum on the side. Beat down here hard like a bitch mid-ride. I was gon' cap till they choke they breath. We don't play tag, we tag they chest. 47 wanna flex, but they ain't no threat.
Dink-a-dink. I think not.
Farmers are finding boxes of ticks all over their farm, apparently. And Pfizer just created a vaccine for Lyme disease. I hate this tree. They're gonna make the cows sick to make the people sick, so they need the vaccine, so they can profit.
Stop eating meat.
You wanna know? I got a conspiracy.
What? Tell me.
With everything going on, like oil and gold and all that shit's going crazy.
Okay.
Have you realized that our gas is going quicker in your vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody talking about it. Why is that? Why is it going faster? And it's the most expensive it's been in a very long time. It's going quicker and costs more.
This is a conspiracy I can get behind.
My conspiracy is they're putting more ethanol in the gas to make it leaner so it goes faster. So it's almost the same thing as like taking cocaine and putting baby powder and like cutting it.
No!
Yes.
I love this conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy.
I have goosebumps. Like, this is my love language, I think.
Millennials, this is for you. I believe that the system does not want millennials because we are the last ones that can live off-grid and on-grid, meaning that we came up with no technology and somehow we morphed into technology. So we remember the old life. We remember the old world. We can go back to that. Our parents and our grandparents never conformed to technology. They don't know how to bridge the gap. So that's why I think that we are a clunk in the system. I think that they don't kind of want us here because we can also go, we can be Pharaoh. We can go back to the grass and the dirt and the trees and shit. So just know that when you put so much emphasis on apps or on online or just making money online, always remember to put your feet in the dirt. Always remember to scratch your knees a little bit, because our power is that we can go back. Our power is that we can go back. They want us to erase that. Don't forget that we used to come in when the lights came on. Don't forget that we grew up with no cell phones or no social media. Don't forget that we were supposed to learn how to get home. We jumped off of trestles and swam in dirty water in the river and shit like that. Remember that. Don't forget that, because they want us to.
Don't forget that shit, family. Don't forget about it.
Do you think the most terrifying thing in the book of Revelation is the 7 trumpets that are about to sound the end of the world? No. What truly sends a chill down the spine are the 6 seals that God has already been opening one by one. The trumpets are the deafening blast of the final outbreak. But what makes the seals so frightening is this: they do not destroy the world all at once. They drag humanity step by step into a point of no return. When the first seal is opened, a white horse appears. It looks like peace, like hope, like a savior who will bring order. But it is not salvation at all. It is deception disguised as light. The end does not begin with catastrophe, but with people willingly believing a lie. When the second seal is opened, a red horse charges out, and peace is taken from the earth. People turn against one another. Nations slaughter nations. War and bloodshed begin to consume the world, and killing becomes a normalized part of life. When the third seal is broken, a black horse appears, its rider holding a pair of scales. Food becomes so expensive that ordinary people can barely survive. A full day's wages buys only a mouthful, while the powerful still preserve their oil and wine. When disaster strikes, it is always the common people who collapse first. The fourth seal is even more terrifying. A pale horse appears, and the one riding it is named Death, with Hades following close behind. Sword, famine, plague, and wild beasts descend together, and a full quarter of humanity is given over to death. When the fifth seal is opened, beneath the heavenly altar, the souls of those slain for their faith cry out for justice. Their blood has not been forgotten. Judgment has not ceased. The final moment has simply not yet come. The sixth seal shakes heaven and earth. The sun turns black, the moon turns red, stars fall, the sky is rolled up, mountains and islands are moved from their places, and even kings and the rich hide in caves. For they finally understand that what is truly terrifying is not merely disaster itself, but that the wrath of God is drawing near. So the real horror is not the moment when the trumpets sound, but that before anyone even hears them, the 6 seals have already been reshaping the world piece by piece. The trumpets are the explosive climax. The seals are the silent beginning. If you feel that this is no longer just religious warning, but a final sequence already written into time itself, then write in the comments, "I am awake," and share this video so those who still believe the end only happens in movies will know some scripts are already unfolding in real life, one step at a time.
So this is the thing. There's nothing to be afraid of if your heart is pure. The divine isn't asking you to be perfect. The divine is asking you to be pure. When this happens, the faint at heart will be judged. The ones who turn the other cheek, the ones who conform and go with the flow, the ones who claim to be this great person. I'm going to say this, and it says it in the Bible. You shall know them by their fruits. Stop listening to people's words and start watching their actions. Start paying attention to how they treat other people. How do they treat themselves? How do they treat what they do have? How do they treat the planet? How do they, is their heart pure or is their heart corrupted? The corrupted ones are the ones that are going to be judged. So there's nothing to be afraid of if your heart is pure. And I love you.
Wow, Neil Armstrong. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be on the moon. I just saw it on TV.
Oh, there's a tape delay and with all solar winds.
That's wild. These people are so foolish.
Some of you might get upset about what I'm about to say, but this is a scripted show meant to distract you, keep you entertained, and steal your energy. While everyone is glued to the latest drama, more surveillance is quietly passed, and your tax dollars are sent overseas. Again, while people are told to look over here, the people in power are over here, stripping away your rights and stealing away your children's future. And don't forget to buy the latest book with the perfectly bolded words, "Stop God." The sooner people realize these club members speak in symbols and coded narratives, the sooner it clicks. So I hate to burst anyone's bubble, but they're not actually fighting each other. They are on the same team. What you're watching is not reality. It is a show. But what do I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Let me know what you think.
If you are still saying the word conspiracy theorist in 2026,
if you're a videographer who has missed the first kiss or missed a key moment of like speech or anything, don't feel bad because NASA just did this.
3, 2, 1, booster ignition, and lift off. The crew of
Where'd it go?
Artemis 2 now bound for the moon.
It's back. Oh, and the rocket's gone. Oh, feed's gone. Oh, still no rocket. Oh, well, we got a wide shot there, and that's it. That's the launch. Missed. There it is. So for about 20 seconds, we did not have a close-up shot of this rocket. And this is NASA. You're okay, videographers. You're okay.
Say Lyme disease is a highly likely militarily engineered bioweapon.
I probably did say that.
Did you say that?
And that's what the developer of
I want all of
said.
our colleagues to hear it, Mr. Kennedy. I want them to hear it. Did you say that exposure to pesticides?
I wanted him to keep going.
You may not want to hear this, but God is telling me that you need to. What if they lied to you? What if hustling and grinding is not the way to get money? What if believing you're a sinner is not the best thing for your life? What if feeling that you're not good enough because you're a sinner, because you're bad, and you got to do all these good things to please a sky daddy? What if that's not your truth? What if you could get money easily? What if money could come to you? What if you could rest and receive? What if you could have a regulated nervous system? What if you could wake up in the morning without an alarm? What if you could wake up in calm? What if you stopped rushing? What if you started trusting? What if you stopped seeing yourself as this hustler, somebody that's got to get it out the mud, that success has to be hard for? And what if you started seeing yourself as someone who success loves, who success comes to with ease, who is automatically successful by your being? What if that was your truth? If you're watching this video, it's because Remembrance is today, probably in about 3 hours. And there's probably about 50 seats left. There's 250 people that have registered for this event. And I would love for you to be on it. If any of the questions that I just asked you sparked any type of curiosity, this is an event for you. If you comment the word webinar below, I will send you the details. And if you show up in 3 hours at 11 o'clock, I will help you with your remembrance. I will help you deconstruct the bullshit that you've known that's keeping you stuck. I will help you remember who the fuck you are. I will help you reconstruct your identity in truth. And I will help you embody it through a place of rest and a regulated nervous system. What if everything that they told you was a lie? And what if the truth was simpler and easier?
And stop calling it your nervous system. No wonder we are filled with nerves and stress and worry and anxiety and doubt, because we call it our nervous system. It is not your nervous system. It is your calm system. I will, from here forward, be referring to my nervous system as my calm system, because we are calm over her, baby. You hear me? Over her, lady. Just lady, we over her, we calm. We're calm over here, baby. That shit is not even real, bro. Well, there you have it. Today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I did not put a video together yesterday because I just needed a chill day. And I chilled all day. All day. But work on yourself. Heal yourself. And begin to love yourself, because it's the only way the world changes. It's the only way we change the world is by loving ourselves, because when we love ourselves, it radiates from the inside out and it changes our world. Thank you for tuning in to Lady Boss Energy, where we uplift, motivate, and inspire each other. Let's get our shit together. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think would enjoy watching this, share with them. I hope you have an amazing 24 and the best 7 yet. And the divine will radiate love and kindness and compassion and abundance and peace and joy and all the things over your life. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Till I see you on the next one. I love you.
Lady Boss Energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can find her speaking love and light any time of day. Lady Boss Energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie.